Is that you?
Is that you?
I don't know.
It's quite strange because you're that side and on this side. Just wait for people to join. Right. Hi, Seeds of Imagination. Hi, Jen. All right. It's where the mobile comes in handy.
Okay.
Hi, Christine. Hi, Dana. Right. Facebook user, I think you are Christine Hess. If you could go to StreamYard, you'll be able to we'll be able to see your proper profile then. At the moment, we can see it through our mobile. We're having to use a mobile for it. Yeah, we're doing not too bad. Thank you very much. Hope you're all okay.
Just grabbing time to finish my cuppa.
Right, we'll introduce ourselves as there's a few come on now. I'm Paul.
And I'm Luke.
And together we are
Double Trouble.
Yes, and like tonight, some of you may not have met us before. If you do, if you like what we do, give us a review at the end. And I'll be doing some acoustic wax art and then giving readings from it. And
I'll be working with my various crystal balls and also the Viking rune stones, and time permitting, obviously I might even do some reads from my angel cards. So a bit of everything as best we can in the hour that we have with you all. So if you haven't met us before, thank you for joining us. If you have already met us, thank you for popping back.
And even the dog, the famous dog ears, actually come to say, like, she comes on every time.
Angel the Wonder Dog.
Good morning, boys.
Oh, good morning. Ah.
Yes. Oh, it's Reagan. Reagan.
Oh, nice that you come back, Reagan. And give us a clue. Where are you all from?
Reagan. I know Reagan's Australia.
Yeah. Brolic, where are you from?
Right, I'm going to start coming to people while you...
While I finish my tea.
No. Oh, lovely. USA, Canada. Oh, everywhere.
Oh, Brooklyn, New York. Oh, right.
Right. So I'm going to be choosing someone to... Right. Seeds of Imagination. Could I have 3 colours, please? Seeds of Imagination.
You're from Europe. Nice.
It's one of our other dogs as well.
Green, blue, violet.
Green, blue, violet.
Oh, Atlanta. Nice.
That's Georgia, isn't it? I don't know. Right, okay. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Luke, and he will bring some lovely messages to you while I go and do this card.
Right, thank you, Paul. So, we'll get rid of that. Right. How I intend to work is very simple. Right. I'm going to select one of my crystal balls, and then I'm going to see where I'm drawn to. So I think I'll start tonight off with Little Boy Blue, and I feel drawn to Christine Matthews. Christine Matthews. It is indeed.
Yeah.
Christine Matthews. Right. Christine, I just need a thumbs up from you to say you're happy to work with me. And then I'll begin linking into you. Okay, that's good. Right. Okay, Spirit, where are we going from here? Right, Christine. What I'm seeing here now is as I link in with your energies and Spirit begin projecting images through my crystal ball here, is an image of you is starting to appear, and it's coming through with a very, very strong spirit-like connection. Because what I can see from the image, this is Chai, by the way, whenever the biggest dog we've got, bit of a guard dog comes soppy lover. So if you imagine this is the top of your head here, and the light that goes straight up to Spirit is nice and strong. But what I'm also seeing is a very, very purple haze around your head and around your shoulders. And when it comes down to where your heart is, the sort of center of your chest, there's a nice pink haze. So we've got pink, we've got purple, and then we've got the goldy yellow at the top. And when I see that, straight away, I know that I am addressing a very spiritual person, someone who is very open to Spirit and someone whose Spirit is happy to communicate with. Now, as I draw back from you and your image gets slightly smaller, what I'm seeing around you is quite a multitude of Spirit. They are very much drawn to you for two things. One is you have a very powerful connection to Spirit. Two, that there is definitely spiritual or energy around you. But what I'm also seeing as I go further out, there is what I would describe as a grey cloud. Now, a grey cloud tells me that there is interference in your walk. You have everything in place, but you are experiencing interference. Now, when this sort of thing happens, what that's telling me is there are earthly reasons why you have this interference. Now, when this sort of happens to a spiritual person, it can be a variety of things. I'll give you examples. One could be illness. An illness on the physical level, i.e., like, say, appendicitis, flu, that sort of thing. Illness in the mental side of things. For example, you're going through a lot of emotional stress and you're suffering a little from depression. You can find that they will block any spiritual work until you are back to your normal self. And thirdly is when you have surrounded yourself with a lot of negative people and you are absorbing a lot of negative energy into your spirit self. So 3 simplistic reasons why Spirit can sit and interfere with what you're doing. So as I draw back and I see this grey cloud hovering around you, it's not quite touching your body or touching your urethra, but it's sitting there and it's like going like an arch. So when this happens, there are 2 things that I would always recommend an individual does. First of all, if you are suffering from illness, either physical or mental, like depression or emotional distress, is seek the doctor's assistance and allow yourself time to recover. While that is happening and you're on the road to recovery, then you can start seeking additional help from your spiritual church and likewise your spiritual friends. Because what you'll need to do is, first of all, give yourself a good head to toe chakra clean to make sure all the negativity has been blown away. And then secondly, I'd like you to take a sage wand and go around your place where you live and sage it to make sure you eject all the negative energy straight from where you are and living to ensure that you get a fresh, clean start. And then I would look at your levels of protection, not only about your protection prayer that I always say first, before I go off to sleep to make sure I'm fully protected at my most vulnerable, but also about putting protection around your house, your home, your garden, your garage, your car, everything that is considered to be your property. And then I would look at an additional safety level, and Paul and I call it putting your shields up. Now, your shields basically are mirrors, so you're focusing in your mind and picturing sets of mirrors where the mirror's reflective surface is on the outside. So if you imagine this is my hand, this is a mirror, and this is the shiny surface that you see your reflection in. When you put that on the outside around your body, any negativity that comes bounces straight back at them. So if someone starts using all fancy forms of profanity to bring you down, like they're talking about you, these backstabbing people, everything they throw at you hits the mirror and bounces straight back at them, and you are left safe and sound underneath. Now, I'm hearing from behind me the voice of a young man coming in, but I'll say young. His energy feels very much middle-aged, and for me, middle-aged is about 55 years to around about 70, and I feel a gentleman coming in. Now, if I was to be placing this gentleman in your family tree, I put you as first generation, put mum and dad, second generation, and grandparents, great aunties, great uncles, a third generation. Okay. Now, as this gentleman comes in, I'm thinking to myself, straight away, this gentleman projects an image of wisdom beyond his physical years. So he comes across as someone who I would describe as like a fatherly figure, late 60s fatherly figure. But when he draws closer to you, you can actually feel that although his wisdom says older, his actual years are much younger. So I'm going to put him in line with you, right? So this would be a brother, cousin, right? So a sibling to you or a cousin to you, because his wisdom makes him older. So his wisdom would make him like a father, but in years, his generation would fit with you. Now he comes in with two things. First of all, a tremendous amount of love. And the reason I know that is because the whole of my left-hand side here is got pins and needles as it's absorbing this energy coming in on a loving. And also it's making my heart flutter. When you feel, oh, wow, you feel this sensation of love coming in. It gives you butterflies in the tummy. Your heart starts going like this. And all sorts of that. And he's got such a strong
energy.
Strong energy, and he's making a beeline straight for you. And he comes in with two things. He comes in saying, I need to bring her healing. I need to bring her healing. Healing of the heart. Now, as he says the healing of the heart comes in, I'm looking at an image. It's projected in my mind, and I'm seeing the drawing of a heart. You know the cartoon drawing of a heart that you can see sometime on children's TV? But from the top to the middle, there is a great big tear, right? So he wants to bring healing into the heart. So when I see that sort of image in front of my mind, I know this person is suffering from broken heart. So that says that there's a love connection has been ripped away and left a massive big gash in the heart. So he wants to bring in healing of the heart, and he wants also to bring in healing of the whole body, because this broken heart is causing all sorts of repercussions within your body. He comes in with a tremendous amount of healing energy, because I feel I want to raise my hands like this and allow healing light, blue healing light, to pour out of my hands straight into your body. And he's given me an image in my mind of a massive big bunch of flowers. Now, when I say a massive big bunch, I'm meaning a truckload, right, that he wants to put all around you. Okay. He says, please do not worry about me. I'm okay. I'm perfectly all right. I need to focus on you. Allow me to heal you. And he keeps going on about healing this heart. Okay? This heart. It's like, yeah, every time he mentions the word heart, I see in my mind this heart drawing with the big gash in it. So he wants to come in to heal that. He wants to come in and heal your mind, and he wants to heal the whole of the body. And he's not alone in that. He's not alone in this. There are a group who want to come down, and they want to surround you as you lay on your bed and focus healing energy straight on you. Right. He's giving me a sunflower. He wants me to give you the sunflower. It's a sunflower shaped brooch, and he wants you to wear it on your heart side. And the sunflower says it has a yellow flower, yellow petals, and he wants to remind you that the yellow petals remind you of spirit, and to remind you that he is perfectly all right in the spirit realm. Right. He's pulling back now because he's getting prepared to do healing, and he's asked me to say 3 words to you. I love you, sis.
That's 4 words.
Right? 4 words. I love you, sis. Okay, and he says, when you're at your lowest and you feel someone touching the side of your face like this, okay, that's to let you know he's there, and it's done with the back of his hand. It's just a slight touch to let you know he's around. It's amazing. Amazing.
Seeds of imagination.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to see if there's anything else he wants to say. Okay. He also wants you to know, I will be in visitation. I will be in visitation as often as my energies will allow. Know that I'm there when I stroke the side of your face with my hand. And he's showing me doing this. So any member of the family that feels this going on, know that it is him that's come back to bring healing and comfort to the family. But know also he's all right. He says he's perfectly okay, and he wants to heal them, those broken hearts. Okay? As he's drawing his energies back, I can see him in my mind, and he's doing this in your direction. Okay. Right. All I can say, Kirsten, is please take his love with you and the love of Spirit, and know that he is working every moment that he has to heal that broken heart that you feel that's in there. Right? He's working with the other members of family in spirit to bring that back, and time will allow you to reconnect with spirit, because everything you need is there, but you need time to allow yourself to adjust. Okay? Do not panic. Spirit are still in connection with you, but you are being rested from spiritual work. Okay? It's not forever. It's just to allow you to adjust. And with that, I say, Kirsten, thank you so very much for allowing me the privilege of reading for you. Yeah? Take your brother's love with you and know that he's fine. So I'm now going to hand over to Paul, who's got some amazing waxwork pictures there to show you.
Don't that look like a rabbit?
It does. So I'll be back shortly. Bye for now.
Right. Can you move your ball, please? Seed of imagination. Can I see if you're still here, please? Seed of imagination. Right, hello. Right, you chose green, blue and violet. Right, and the first, I've done 2 cards for you. The first card is actually telling me you've been very, very busy as of late. A lot of things are going around in your head, and you don't know sometimes when you're coming or going. There's a lot of healing actually coming down for you, which I will show you the card now. Because if you look here, there is a lady there actually in the blue, actually giving healing to around you, if you can understand that. There is something new that's actually coming on the horizon around you with like the green, and the next card there is a bit more green, so it's getting closer. And what this is actually telling me is that there is new things. You are a spiritual person. I've got to ask, you're not a medium, are you? You're not actually, do you do like platform mediumship or that? Because of, I'm being told you're in like a practice thing to become, there's something new in spiritual things that you want to be training in. That's it. Can you understand this? Because this is what's actually coming. You're a tarot reader, but is there something else that you want to actually do? Because of that, that's what they're telling me. There is something new coming on the horizon, right? And the second one is here, right? And if you look there, there is like what looked like a female there in the green. So you could be meeting a new person around that's actually going to. It's like you're going to help each other, and from what it says, it's like in the spiritual things you're actually going to be helping each other. And like if there sorry here, yeah, there is like a circle. If you look here, sorry, there, and this is actually telling me that I shouldn't be asking things. The circle is actually saying that you need to be in one to help someone in their spiritual path as well. Because if you look here, there's like a tunnel, which is actually you're actually coming through, and you are actually reaching your goal where you want to be. but they're saying about a circle. I don't know whether you have like a circle of friends or a spiritual circle, because of this is actually saying it in the like blue, and this is, oh, you just said about healing. Blue to me is like healing, and the healing is the circle of healing. Here, you have a healer friend. Oh, right. Well, you two, seems to me that you are actually going to be actually working around together and actually start doing things yourselves, if you can understand that, because of it is actually like a new thing that's actually coming. The circle's actually in the green, so like new beginnings, and the tunnel that's actually opened up for you is actually opening up wide, if you can, as you can see that. And with that, I'm going to say, bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do these for you. And yeah, if you do want the cards, message me afterwards, and we can sort something out. There is a small charge, but if you do want them, that's for the postage and help towards the wax and the card. Right, who am I drawing to next? Let's have a look. Right. Let's have a look. I'm just looking at names. So like people who haven't actually done the StreamYard, I will actually, I'm actually looking at names here. So let's have a look. Shannon Elsie. Is that Elsie? E-L-Y? Could you give me 3 colours, please, Shannon? Yeah, can you give me 3 colours, please? Hi, all the others that have just come in. Orange, pink, orange, black. Okay. Black. Okay, now I'm going to pass you back to Luke for some more lovely messages.
Hi folks, nice to be back again. I think this time we're going to use Little Miss Scarlet. There we go, Miss Scarlet. Yep. And I'm feeling Spirit guide me to where I need to go. Okay. Rolik, may I come to you, please? And forgive me again if I pronounced your name wrong. Right. Rolik, as I tune into your energy and Spirit start projecting things. Okay. Rolik, I'm looking into Little Miss Scarlet here. I'm doing swell, mate. Thank you very, very much. Now, as I look into the crystal here, Spirit are projecting things onto Little Miss Scarlet for me and getting to grips with your energies. What I'm seeing is an image, right, in the crystal, and I'm seeing it from the knees down, okay? And it's an image of 2 feet in sneakers and sneaker socks, obviously wearing shorts. And what I'm seeing is 2 feet firmly standing on a grassed area. Now, what this shows me straight away when I see an image like this is what Spirit are telling me, and things that are surrounding you are 2 things, right? The first one, the green grass that's along your feet there, is indicating to me that a phase has come to a natural close and a new phase is about to begin, because the grass is an indication of springtime, and springtime brings new growth, and new growth means new opportunities, and new doorways are going to be opened around you. Others, unfortunately, will close shut, and you won't be able to be going backwards, because everything that's behind you is like suffering what I would call the sword of Damocles effect. So it's like it's all cut off for good, gone, never to be seen again. Not a bad thing. In some occasions, you need to cut ties, but it's also not a bad thing if everything behind you is closed shut or all the links are cut away, because it means that the only way you can go is forward. Now, I'm feeling actually quite strongly that this new beginning has been needed for quite some time. I'm looking and feeling, and I'm going by my level of energies going forward, and I believe that this is something that's began about 6 to 8 months in the past and is coming in springtime. This move, this change of direction, this new growth, this new opportunity is coming in and around the springtime. So I know you guys practice spring break at some really obscure times of the year, depending on where you are, what state you're in. But I can certainly say what we would consider our spring break here in the UK is like the Easter holidays, because it's the first major bank holidays of the year. Okay, excluding obviously New Year time. So I feel that Easter time is going to be the start of the new beginning. I'm also being shown a wagon train. Okay, a wagon train. You know the old-fashioned wagon trains that like the John Wayne would be riding alongside. You know, the white covered wagon with everyone's belongings in the back, and they're all going off the Oregon Trail or cross state towards the Pacific Ocean. I'm also seeing that. So that when I see something like that, it tells me that there's a form of movement, like an introspective journey. So yes, I do believe that there's going to be movement. I'm going to put my hands in the air and say, I can't tell you if this means you're going to be moving from one location in New York to some other state or city or other address within New York City itself, or New York State for that matter. But what I do know is you are going to feel the itchy feet effect. Itchy feet that I've got now is telling me you need to move. Now, it could be you're moving jobs. It could be you're moving home. But I do feel that there is going to be a move of some description going to occur. Now, if it's a move for a new job, it will be, or a move to a new home, it will be for a fortuitous outcome. That's what will be there, a fortuitous outcome. That means the outcome will be positive, it will be beneficial, and it will release you into new circumstances and new arrangements that will be profitable to you and your immediate family. What else have I seen in here? Right. They're also showing me a table. Okay, it's like a dining table, but one of the larger ones, like big family get-togethers. And I'm seeing a lot of people around there. Now, these people are not family linked. So it's not like sibling, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins. These are completely new people that are coming in, that you are drawing in by this new beginning. So there's going to be, for certain, a new circle of friends coming in. I'll call them friends, but you know, some of these may well be just like acquaintances or work colleagues, but it's a new group of people that's going to be drawn in. And you are going to find that you're going to develop what I would call in Scots the gift of the gab, which basically means Odin will put words in your mouth that will, when you speak, will get you noticed, but noticed in a good way. People will start taking notice of your opinions, your ideas of how to do things, which will benefit employer and benefit you in your family environment. So you will be saying to things like, gosh, where did that come from? The Spirit are saying they're going to give you this from the universal wisdom pool. It's like a big library where all the things that are meant to be known are known, and spiritually connected, you can draw on that. So they're going to put those words in your mouth at the right time. So when you go to a meeting, for example, where you'd be the wallflower, you'll find that you'll actually have something to say, because Spirit will give you the words. And they'll go, bleh, and you'll be thinking afterwards, where did that come from? There's your answer. So immediately, a new start. Things are going to change for the better. And you're going to notice it, and people round about you will notice it, especially family. Because those that held you back will no longer be there. Remember the sword of Damocles? Cutting away things directly from behind you. The only way for you now is forward. So keep your eyes on the prize. Yeah? Don't look back. Eyes on the prize. So things, Rolik, thumbs up. You're in for a exciting journey. Okay? Remember the wagon train. Take everything you need with you. Things you don't need. Dead wood. Useless people. You know, that sort of thing, mate. Leave them behind. Just take what you need on this wagon. Remember that journey. That journey to the West Coast, the Oregon Trail. That's your journey to a new beginning. And I wish you the very, very, very best with that. And I'd be intrigued to know what's coming. But I can't give you solid details because it's not for me to know. It's for you to know. So keep your eyes on the prize, Broderick, and you're going to be flying high. So I'm going to say thank you so, so much for working with me, Broderick. And God bless you, and take the love of Spirit and all their gifts that they've given to you with you. Right? So I'm now going to go and change tack, because I'm now going to introduce, while Paul was putting the finishing touches to those waxworks, I'm going to introduce rune stones. Okay? Rune stones. Now, that's what rune stones look like. Each of them has got a symbol of some description. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm truly grateful for your insight. Thank you, tons. I will keep my eye on the prize. Absolutely, Brodley. It's a pleasure to be able to bring you some good news. Right, here we go. Spirit, where are we going? Tell me, Spirit, where to go with this. Kate Labrock. Kate Labrock. This is for you. Right, Kate, what have we got for you? Right. Spirit, lead me to the right one. Thank you. Okay, Kate, this is what we have for you. You see that one? That's what Spirit have given me for you. So I'll just put that up there, move the others out of the way. Okay. Things haven't been going great for you now, and yes, there's been a few rough times and a few good times. But Spirit have been preparing you for something that they're bringing to your way, and they're bringing back to your mind. They've got a habit of doing amazing things, like they just stick light bulb moments in the back of your head and then everything changes. But what they're saying is that they have prepared a path, but they prepared it from way back in the past, and are awaiting the right moment, if you like, to switch the light on. So what they're saying is, you've had conversations in the past with, like, as a child, right, as a very young child, with like your grandma, with like grandpa, with like great grandparents, basically, and great uncles and that. And they really have sat you down and had some strange conversations with you, but we all get them. Like, imagine you as a small child sat on your grandma's knee and she's saying, "Okay, sweetie, now this is how I met your granddad." And she'll go on and tell you all the details about, whining and dining and dances and all that. But she may well come across and say, "But I want you to remember, all boys are all after the same thing, and they do whatever they can to get what they want, right? And you always remember, when they take you out to dinner, a lady does not pay, but a lady chooses the most expensive meal on the menu and makes sure the boy pays." So there's an example. Now, when she was having this conversation with you, she may have had a china saucer and a bone china cup, and she may have been drinking tea, or if she was American, for example, coffee. Okay? And years have gone by. She's passed away to spirit. The cup and saucer sits now in a china display cabinet. And every time you walk past it, you see that, you remember your grandma. And you'll remember all these conversations you had. Okay? And they'll come up at the most obscure times. So what they're talking about here is the gift of heritage possessions and heritage wisdom that you have been given. Now, what that means is a heritage possession is a possession that you keep in the family as a reminder of a loved one. For a granddad, it may be a pipe, or it may be a pint mug, or a pewter mug. Okay? For a grandma, it may be a coffee cup, like, from a bone china coffee set or a bone china tea set. And it's been kept as a memento, something to be passed down. Okay? It may be, in money wise, it is probably worth nothing, but in memory, it is worth your weight in gold. So what they do with that, this is how spirit works with these things. Okay? When the time needs, you will walk past that item in that china display cabinet or the wall unit. Okay? And all of a sudden, it will flash and light up in your mind. And as soon as that happens, you replay all the wise conversations and wise words of information that loved one, while on the earth plane, passed to you. You'll hear it in their voice, and you'll hear them stress the important points. And you will remember that, okay? And you will actually find yourself putting that into action. So say, for example, as a teenager, it's prom night, you're going out, if you like, on your first big date with this young man, and afterwards he takes you to the diner, because it's still open, it's an all-night diner. I've seen them many a time in New York on my trips there. And you go in there, and he says, "Have whatever you like on the menu, darling, have what you want." And that's when you remember your great-grandma said, "A lady never pays. She picks the most expensive thing in the menu and makes sure the man pays." So straight away, you go down the price list, you'll find the most expensive item in there. It could be, I don't know, steak pie and chips or something like that. And you order it because that's what your grandma's wise words told you to do. Okay? You have remembered heritage possession, and then you have remembered the ancestral wisdom. And that's about the same as how it can be for a boy. His granddad tells him, when you shave, do it that way, don't do it that way. Or he's talking about how you woo a girl, you wine her, you dine her, you give her chocolates, you give her flowers, and so and so. And a boy would put into this action the same sort of things because he'd have a possession of granddad's in there, and he would pull from that at the right time when spirit indicates. That's what it's all about. That's what they are saying to you. They have gifted you with the access to the wisdom pool of knowledge that will open up at the right time and give you the information you need to know at the right time. Heritage possessions is another gift they've given you, because all these things pass down through the family line from what could be like from the very early Victorian times right the way back, and they're all over, like the antiques, for example. All these things being passed down the line. And as you get familiar with them and hold them and handle them, they speak to you because they bring to mind conversations where wise words, experience, and points to note, learning points, have been passed down the line, and they become real and activated through that item into your mind, and it reconnects you with that individual. Some people would describe that as reading the energies from the actual item. And yes, that is correct. It can be that as well. Or they can be implanted into your mind. So that's what Spirit's bringing for you, Kate. I wish you every success with that. And thank you for allowing me to work with you tonight.
Shannon L. Sue.
So God bless you. Right. Moving on. And I am pleased to say Paul is coming right in with 2 amazing pictures to share with you all. I'll be back shortly, and I say thank you very much. So the message is, Shannon, come on down. The price is right, because Paul's here for you. See you all shortly.
Hiya, Shannon. Right. What I'm actually seeing at the moment is you've been on quite a bumpy road, haven't you? There's been a lot of darkness around you, and I know you chose black, but the black, which I'll show you here anyway, is telling me you need to ground yourself more and start doing meditation out and about, if you can understand that, because this is what they're actually saying. And if you look, it's all this darkness is actually coming to a light. Hi, Lynn Green. How are you, my lovely? Yeah, and this is what's actually starting to happen. And if you look here, they're saying your problems that you've actually had, you need to actually get hold of them. And if you look here, yeah, if you look here, it's quite an orange, like a fiery colour. And they're actually telling us mentally you need to grab hold of all this stuff that's going on around you and just like visualize the fire and actually just throw them in the fire to actually try and actually get all the deadwood rubbish out of the negativity out of your actual mind, which has actually been going on. Can you understand this? Yes, we're here. Shannon, can you actually understand what this is saying? And because your second one also, like, this is actually like the darkness is actually telling me that, you know, the grounding, and there's been a lot of negativity all around you, and you need to put up your shields as well, and actually let them and let your mind start getting peace, because there is actual, like, if you look there is someone actually there, and I feel it's an actual gentleman that's actually there, actually being there and actually helping you get rid of all this negativity that's actually been going around you. But also, because I actually saw it when I was actually doing the card, there is a face, and now I can't find it in this as well. Yeah, it's just here. It's very faint. If I try and bring it up closer, you see that face just there. If you look, there's just a face there where you can actually see there's this, and I feel this is a guide that's actually coming in. And why it's so faint at the moment is because of it's only just started making the journey to come towards you. And you will actually end up getting it quite what does what mean? What a guide. That is what we call a spirit guide, who's actually everyone has guides around them, and there's guides for protection. Oh, I actually feel that this is it's good. It is good. A lot of people think black is evil and all that. No, what it actually means is new beginnings, and yeah, and things are actually closing behind you and opening up. This is how it actually comes about. But no, black isn't as bad as what people think, because I've had people say, "Oh, black, all death." Like Luke's got dark messenger, which is like a black crystal ball. They're actually it's actually just a colour and a crystal ball. And black isn't evil. Black is quite a nice new beginning. Things new are actually going to be coming your way, and actually going to be around you. The love is actually coming around you, and as I said, that you can see the guy actually there, and I do actually feel this is a loved one that's actually there, who's actually, and he does look, I actually feel he's quite young there. He's actually come, but what he's doing, if you look, he's actually turned, his back is actually turned. And what he's doing is actually turning his back on the negativity and actually putting the love, or putting the mirrors around and actually turning them the other way. So if things try to like zap you, it goes into the mirror and it zaps them back. So you're actually protected. And this is what we say about putting mirrors up and things like that. But there is a lot of love coming around your way, and this is what they're saying. You do need to get all this negativity and imagine a fire and actually just throw all that negativity away. And with that, I'll say, bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do this. And a lot of love from Spirit and from us too. Okay, thank you, Shannon. Right, I think I've got time to do one more, and I'm just going to have a quick look. Who am I drawing to? Let's have a quick look. John Martin. Can I have 3 colours, please? John Martin. I've left my paper over there. Black, white are shades. I believe that I can manipulate by the individual. Blue, pink, red. Martin. Pink. Pink. Blue, pink. Can't say it now. Blue, pink, red. Sorry. So I'm just trying to understand what you're saying, John Martin, about the black and white thing. Maybe we'll be able to explain it.
Okay.
I don't. Can you read that? I don't understand it.
Yes, black and white are shades that can be manipulated by the individual. What basically Paul is saying, that black, we associate black spiritually as the end of a phase, and the new growth and new opportunities begin with the green grass. Hence, where I was speaking to the young man beforehand, talking about a new start, a new beginning. That's the black is the end of the phase, the green is the beginning of a new one. Okay. Right, I'm going to introduce the angel cards,
We've
and
only got 10 minutes.
I'm going to go straight to Julie Schretter. Julie Schretter. Right. Spirit, where would you like me to take the card from? Okay, as you say, I'll take it from the top. Right. Julie, I've been asked by Spirit to take your card from the top, so here we go. Right. You have the angel Daniel. Now, look at that. There's a powerful young man there, okay? And look at the purple wings, pure spirit energy. And this chap is speaking to you. And what he is saying here is he's the angel of marriage, and he's assisting you right now. Now, what he's talking about here is not a marriage as on the earthly plane as we would imagine it, like Paul and I are married, like, Mr. and Mrs. Miggins are married, Elena and Frida are married. What they are talking about here is a partnership, okay? Is a partnership, a spiritual partnership. And what he is saying, and the spirit world is saying to you, is they have recognized that you are in what they would term difficulty. Okay, circumstances are being allowed to get the better of you, and they're interfering with your spiritual walk. And as a result, it's having a rebound effect on the physical plane of which you and I are still walking on. So what the angels are saying here, as they've recognized that there is issues afoot that are causing you to be in distress, and that as you and spirit, as you like, are interlinked, hence why they're using the term marriage, you are joined in a partnership with spirit, and you work for spirit and you work with spirit. And the same as the angels work for you, and they also work with you. So what they are saying here is, please do not be distressed. Know that we are aware and we are coming down to assist. So Daniel is saying that spirit beings, angels, have been released to come to your aid, and they will help you battle that which is in the way. So, for example, Deadwood, negative people around you, they are going to help you cut the ties, cut the links. They are going to help you focus your eyes on the prize. Now, the prize we are looking at on a spiritual walk is the higher ground. So what we are wanting to do is we may find ourselves down low. You may feel you are down low in the gutter, but what they're going to do is help you get that walk and bring you out of the gutter onto the hillside and to the very top of the mountain. And well, as they do that, they need you to focus your eyes on the prize. And the prize for you, okay, is the top of that mountain. And when you get so far up, they will then bring in other guides, other helpers, other protectors and teachers. And you'll be able, with their assistance, to look back and say, wow, look how far I've come. Okay? Each step of the way, you'll be able to see how far you've actually come. So what may look like a long, difficult trek up the side of a mountain will actually just look like a stroll in the countryside while they are with you. So that's what they're saying to you is, focus your eyes on the prize, accept the help that comes in, and from your side of things, when you ask for assistance, please be specific. Okay, think of it this way. If you say, oh, I'm not feeling very well, I need help. Now, you're stating you're not feeling well and that you want help, but you haven't asked for any particular kind of help. Is it help to pay your bills? Is it help to go shopping? Is it help in the form of healing that you need? So be specific. I'm having trouble at work. I feel I'm being picked on. Okay, you've identified what the problem is, and then they know exactly what they need to do. So it's specific in prayer and requesting and talking with the angels and the spirit world is essential, because they need to know exactly what they have got permission to do, because they won't do anything without your consent. Okay? As for signs, you keep looking for signs. Do you know what you're looking for? Spirit do things in very, very unique and obscure ways. For example, you may be opening the curtains first thing in the morning, and there on your windowsill is a robin. That is seen as a sign of a loved one coming down to visit. You may see the odd white feather just lying on the windowsill or on the carpet by your feet. That is a sign of angelic visitation. You may find objects have been moved in your home. That is an indication of spirit presence in your home, and they're just saying, hello, we're here. Okay? Little things like that. But more often than not, they also come in dream forms. They communicate with you in dreams and give you signs in your dreams, which is a dream that is so colorfully vivid, and you remember it for hours afterwards when you've woken up. That is a sign and a message from the spirit realm. So it's very useful to have a notebook and a pencil or a pen next to you, right? And when you wake up and you've had dreams like that, you write down everything you remember about that dream. And then maybe after a few weeks or a few months, you can read back and you'll find that there is a very common thread amongst them all. And that is a message they keep wanting to bring to you. So that A, it brings comfort, B, it gives you instructions on things you need to do. So we're not going to find, some people expect there to be a written letter from spirit lying on your doorstep. That's the sort of thing that doesn't happen, or if it does, I've never heard of it happening. But it's very subtle things. The smell of a perfume you recognize for a loved one, because that was what they always wore, like an aftershave for a grandfather, or the smell of cigarette smoke, roll-ups or pipe tobacco or cigars. These are signs from loved ones in spirit that they are around. That's the sort of thing that you can expect. No great big banging on the walls and great big things going ooh and rattling chains. That's Hollywood. That's not real. That's Hollywood. But be assured that they are aware of what's going on, and the angels are going to come and they're going to help you sort all that out. But please do feel free to speak to your loved ones in spirit in conversation as you're making a cup of tea or the toast. Dare I say, in the shower, sing to them, and they will let you know that they've heard you, and they will let you know that they're around you. The subtle things like that. Look out for the perfume smells and the cigarette smoke smells, because they'll link you straight to that individual. Okay? No big rattling of chains, darling. Sorry, it ain't happening. No handwritten letters pinned to the dashboard of your car or hanging up on the wall. That don't happen. But subtle things that are only known directly to you, they will occur. And they will occur quite happily and quite readily. Right. Julie, I hope that puts your mind at rest, darling.
I've got to come on because it's
that is it from me
and I've just got
for tonight. Paul is coming on any second now, and he's going to do the last wax art card read of today. And then hopefully
John Martin.
We'll see you again soon. So, John Martin, please come on down. Your price is right. And here's Paul with your card. I'll be back for the finale in one moment.
Sorry, I haven't quite finished clearing. Right, got two here. Right, John. Here is the first one that is actually coming for me. And what this is actually saying, there is healing coming down for you, because they're actually telling me you actually do need a lot of healing. Like you said, pink, red, blue. Yeah. And the blue and the red have actually combined and actually made a purple. And this is actually telling me that you are a spiritual person. and you should be teaching people as well, because of up here, this is where you are up. You've been climbing hills and mountains to get where you wanted to be, and you are actually getting right near the top. So this is actually telling me that you are a very, very spiritual person. But there, if you look, there's a few faces all around you, and actually being around you as well, and giving you the love and of healing and all that, because this is actually in the blue as well. Can you understand this, John? There is other things that are going to be starting to appear as well for you, new guides and new you're going to be actually seeing other things. There is another person here in the purple that's actually which I do feel is a spirit guide as well, actually coming in around you and actually being exactly where you're meant to be. There has been a long path that you've had to go. You can see the path here, and you've gone up and up and up, and here you are now. And this is the second one of yours, and like with the healing as well, but it's getting lighter and lighter. Where that is quite dark, it's starting to get lighter and lighter. And it's like when you go in a plane, because I know when I do, my head, because I'm going quite high, I start going dizzy and like start feeling things. And this is like what you've been doing. There's been things that have been making you go wow, and you felt quite dizzy with it. If you can understand this, there is so much healing, so much love, and if you look, they look like clouds here, and there is so much love actually coming down for you from spirit. And like you should be teaching, but they're saying there's things that is in the way at the moment that is actually stopping you doing more things that you need to do. But if you look here, there's a which looks like a young girl with a ponytail, actually, like dark, like little girls. Well, when I was a kid, they used to go skipping and all that. It's like what this is doing. They're saying this is like you need a bit more childlike thing. You need to bring back the memory of your child. You want to. They're telling me you didn't really have a childhood. You so you want to try and recreate your old childhood, if you can understand that. But there has been so much going on for you. It's too much to say actually in this, but what I'm going to do is send their love with you and say thank you for allowing me to do these cards for you, and let me know how you get on, John, please, and say thank you very much. Sorry we're a bit late finishing, but we're going to just do one card for everyone else that's here who hasn't had Derek at 2:00 tomorrow. He's amazing. He is brilliant. And Stacey's amazing as well. They get very good people on here, very brilliant mediums, healers, and they're all just fantastic. So I've just, as you say, I've just shuffled my famous shuffle, and I'm going to let Luke pick one. And this is for everyone else that's actually here.
Okay, we have the Angel of Willingness. There we go. And the angel is saying here, I'm happy my actions are being orchestrated by my soul. Willingness is the ability to use our will with love and wisdom. Love turns our actions into a voluntary one through the heart, and we begin to love what we do. Wisdom shows the direction through clear vision. In that way, willingness brings total happiness. And we all need a bit of happiness. I'm sure you'll all agree to that. Right. That is us for today.
Your dad, is it, John? Okay.
Just one thing to mention, we do now have our own group page. It's called Double Trouble at Home. It's on Facebook as a group. Please feel free to join us where we do the occasional show on our own platform. Other than that, we've had a fabulous evening with you today. Thank you so much for supporting us and allowing us to work for you.
And thank you for Veronica for moderating for us.
Yep.
You're amazing.
Yeah, hopefully we will be back unless Veronica decides to sack us. And as soon as we know what the next date is,
we're on next Saturday,
are
because
we?
we're not on the Friday because it's your birthday.
Oh, I'm 21 again.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see you next Saturday. Same place. 8 o'clock, is it?
Yeah.
8 o'clock
Never.
next Saturday. Is that never will never ever be on again?
No.
Or is that never will never be sacked?
Never seconds. All right. Lots of love to each and every one of you until we meet again.
Yeah. Look after yourselves and
each other. Good night.
Love to you all. Bye now.
Oh no, I don't do it yet.